Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning. Here we are in downtown Charlottetown, and I've got a special interview with a very talented singer and songwriter, Travis Matthews. Thanks for joining me down here so early in the morning.
Yeah, that was lovely.
How's your visit to Charlottetown been so far?
It's been so wonderful, actually. I was out at the West Coast just like last week, and I think I like the air here more.
Yeah.
It smells more coastal. It's really fresh and it's nice.
Now, if you could you just give us a brief like synopsis, I guess, of your musical career so far, like when you got started, what your influences are, just things like that.
Yeah, sure. I learned how to play guitar when I was about 7. My dad was a musician, so he used to play with Ian Tyson and toured with him for like 10 years, and so I guess he'd be my first inspiration. Like, I would just go to bed listening to his music every night, and he taught me how to play, and my whole life has just been one giant project of just trying to catch up to him so I could play alongside him, really. And I feel like I'm getting close now. But I've been performing in front of people. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to get up on stage with my dad and pretend I was him, like right next to him as like a 7-year-old. But actually playing my own stuff, I'd probably been doing that since I was about 17. I'm 28 now, so it's been about 10 years. And yeah, I mean, it just started off with a super awkward open mic, as it usually does. Super nervous, you play your songs and you think they all suck. And then you just keep trying, you keep going, and you get better and better. And eventually you get asked to play festivals, and I just released my first record back in October at the Art and Theater just in my hometown, St. Albert, and had about 400 people come out and had like a big 11-piece band, and so that was quite the accomplishment. And yeah, and now I'm playing house concerts in PEI, and yeah, just doing lots of fun stuff now.
So where would you say most of your who are some of your most influential artists? I would say, because I noticed you did a cover of Sister Golden Hair on one of your records, and you do write most of your own stuff. But who would you say your biggest influences are musically?
I'm kind of all over the place. I used to listen to a lot of country music when I was younger. Loved Toby Keith.
Right.
I've been getting back into him, actually. He's quite a good songwriter. But the first time I heard Led Zeppelin absolutely blew my mind, and first time I heard Nina Simone, I heard like a best of record. I probably listened to it 4 times in a row and just cried for a whole day.
Wow.
And and then I think just for bands that are happening right now, there's a group called the Bar Brothers from Montreal, and they're just very creative and just very good at what they do. Like, keep everything really exciting.
And I've seen you played quite a few folk festivals over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
How were those for you for like gaining experience and meeting new people?
It's pretty amazing. You meet some, you kind of accidentally meet a lot of really cool people. Like, we played the Edmonton Folk Fest, and they let you go backstage and you get to mingle with all the artists, and it's kind of, you meet some people that you've known about for a long time. Like, I met Shaky Graves, and he's just a very interesting dude, and yeah, it's like a neat vibe, because you realize how much they all love music, especially at a festival, and they want to go and catch each other's sets and really supportive of each other. It's a nice community.
And in terms of recording, what kind of recording have you done? Like, I've heard the one recording that you've done on Spotify.
Yeah, so that was a mixture of places. Most of that record was done at my buddy Louis Sedmek's studio. Sedmek Studios in Edmonton. And yeah, that was a lot of fun, just kind of in his house, in his basement. He's got a nice little setup, and so we did a lot of kind of the more intimate songs at his place, and then we did some of the heavier tunes at this place called The Warehouse in Vancouver, and I think that's the one you were talking about, where we had the odds kind of backing me up, and it was actually at like Bryan Adams' studio, and it was kind of a very, very fun experience playing with those guys in such a cool room. Yeah, it was fun.
Do you record with a band most of the time, or do you just record mostly just you and your guitar? Or
It's pretty expensive getting the whole band together. But if the song needs it, I'll bring them along. It's all just to kind of serve the song, as they say. But most of the time, I kind of do stuff on my own. Like the next stuff I'm going to be releasing are probably going to be stuff I've been recording on my own, kind of strip back.
Right. And when you play shows, do you normally just play just you and your guitar, or do you get a band together once in a while?
I play a lot of shows, so I'd say the majority of them I play on my own. But I play about like maybe 6-7 shows a year where I'll get a whole band and really try to fire up the audience, get them going, you know.
So you've been getting a lot of help along the way from Vince Dittrich from Spirit of the West. How has he been a help to your career so far?
Vince is one of the most creative minds I've ever met, and he's always on. And I think the biggest thing is just talking to him. Like, he just puts so much of his creative energy just even to the way he talks, and it's so inspirational. And yeah, like, he was the one who set up that whole kind of studio experience with the Odds out in Vancouver, and you know, he helped produce it, and he sang on the track, he played tambourine on the track, and just like a wonderful energy to be around, you know.
Really creative influence.
Absolutely.
And were Spirit of the West one of your influences as well? Like, were you into them at all? Did you discover some of their music?
I've always known about them for a while. Like, Vince and my dad were good friends as kids, and then, like, I think my brother is credited on one of their albums as a kid. So I've always kind of like listened to them, and they've just always been around in the house. And as of recently, I've been really getting into them, you know. And I saw John Mann actually at the Edmonton Folk Fest, and just playing solo. That was really like a kind of an emotional experience. He was quite something.
What are your plans for the summer? Do you got some gigs lined up that you want to push for us?
Well, actually, most of the summer I'm going to be living in Tofino, playing at Little Ronnie's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Oh, really?
I'm playing there every Friday, Saturday. It's a wonderful spot right by the ocean, and yeah, it's always a good crowd. And I have this song called "Save the Whales." That's right. It's a little childish, but it's fun to play live, and they really get a kick out of it over there. So.
And do you have anything new to record coming up soon? Like, are you going to be getting into a studio and recording some new stuff?
I am kind of recording some stuff on my own that I hope to release kind of maybe in July is when I'll probably try to release this stuff. It's just like a small EP, just a few tunes, just to give people something to listen to.
Just taking it slow and just kind of building up?
Yeah, just kind of really enjoying it and just learning how to kind of do things on my own and just having fun with friends, you know, really making something I could love and care about.
And you hoping to get more gigs across the country like you did this weekend here in PEI?
Yeah. I'll take anything.
You like the traveling?
Playing. Yeah, love driving, love playing. I flew out on a plane. I spent like 4 hours in Montreal, and I was like, I got to come back here. My French is non-existent, but people were talking to me in French, and I felt like I knew it. So maybe I should brush up on that.
Awesome. So how was your gig here in Charlottetown this weekend?
It was wonderful. It's just one of my, like a new but very good buddy, Jack. I met him in Jasper. I lived there for about a year, and he just moved out here with his wife, and you know, he really appreciates my music, so he wanted me to come down and play for his friends, and we did just that, and it's a great group of people, and yeah, they're very appreciative, and so am I.
Well, can't thank you enough for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, it was a lot of
good
fun.
luck with your career, and hope things work out, and hope we're all listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
We'll
thanks.
see you soon.
Thanks a lot, Travis. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.